a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Hancock flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down at 5. Back to throw. Hancock. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hancock flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd and 2, Hancock. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Hancock. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Eason. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st down, Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll find Lindsey here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Lindsey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, it's Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Lenzik. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown from 8 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Hancock. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lindsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Hancock. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Hancock. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Lindsey. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Hancock eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
He'll let this go deep for runs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Murray's throw complete there to Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Murray again. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Murray now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's strong. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Hancock. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Raiders! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolutely devastating effect.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs, 41 yards. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Murray going to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now